Hi, I'm Gabe, and this is Luke Ferris, Gabe Coxon, and Tanner Young Civil War Project Part 3. This isn't the, what is it? This isn't the repeating rifle. What's it called? What's the repeater called, Luke?
A Spencer rifle.
Yeah, sorry, I just blanked out. The Spencer repeater. This is not the Spencer repeater. This is a Winchester model 1892, but we're going to use it for a demonstration. The Spencer did not have this underbarrel magazine, and it, when you... I'll get to the other part later why it's not. And didn't have these handholds for doing that. So the Spencer was brought into the Civil War because it's a repeating rifle. It's fast, fire cartridges, it's easy to use. When you use a repeating rifle, a good soldier could get about 30 rounds downrange in a minute, which is a lot better than 6 rounds a minute with a regular musket or a regular muzzle-loaded rifle. And also, the good things about these is it was the first gun with a magazine. It fired a 5.56 round in .52 caliber. It was loaded through the buttstock with a tubular magazine that would be placed right here. If this was the real one, there'd be a magazine slot, so you'd flip a latch, pop it out, and it would hold 7 rounds. So let's say you were about to do the firing sequence for the round. You have your full 7-round magazine, and you're ready to fire. So you'd put it in, lock it in place. So you'd shoulder the weapon, and this wouldn't be here. So you would push it down like that. You would slap it back up. And the hammer, you saw how the hammer went up when I did that? Hold on, just watch again. So you see how that pushes back the hammer. The Spencer repeater didn't push back the hammer. It lowered a new round because the block would drop back and the spring would push it in. So let's say the hammer wasn't cocked back like the real one. So you just load in the round, so you pull back the hammer, then you fire, just like that. Okay, this is an airsoft replica, not a real one, but anyways, that's exactly how firing sequence would work. So in the gun, this is pretty much the same thing except for the hammer being, cocked back. When you would pull that back, a block would drop, so this is sort of the equivalent of the block right here. So a block would drop, the spring would push it around into the chamber right here. So then you'd push this forward. Now the round is right here in the barrel, but it's latched onto the rim. It was a rim-fired cartridge. That means that to hit the primer on the bullet, a piece would hit the rim, and then that would ignite the gas. The black powder in the cartridge. It was a black powder cartridge, and that's one reason why it wasn't liked very much. It's black powder, lots and lots of smoke with a black powder gun. Any gun, I don't care what it is, there's so much smoke with black powder. And if you're getting off, if you're firing like that, that's so much black powder coming out of the gun. It's going to give away your position, and you won't even be able to aim anymore. You could just, it doesn't even matter, because you cannot see. Black powder creates its own smoke. It's very important. Otherwise, it was really effective. This is the carbine version, and that's what most cavalry used in the Civil War, as Tanner mentioned earlier in a different video. This wasn't there, so the carbine means it's a length. Carbine stands for length, okay? It doesn't stand for length, it's a term. Anyway, so it wouldn't have the underbarrel magazine, so it's nice and short. Well, it's not short compared to nowadays carbines, but it's easy to maneuver. It was light compared to other rifles. It was about 8 pounds-ish, 8 pounds unloaded. And so cavalry would like it because, you're riding on your horse, and then they're usually good enough they can just, ride on your horse, oh, there's a guy, bang, oh, missed him, get off another shot, pull back the hammer, it's so easy if you're cavalry. Most footmen did not carry this. It would be ineffective as a footman because, going back to the black powder, why the cavalry used it was for multiple reasons easy to use, like I just said, but because of the smoke that comes from black powder. Once you fire it, you can just ride your horse away, and they'll think you're still there behind the powder, but you won't be, which is great. So you shoot them again. Anyways, so that's essentially the mechanism of the Spencer repeater. It was very effective until this came along, the 1892 Winchester, because this was a lot more effective. Underbarrel magazine, it held like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It held like 8 rounds, I think. Right? 8 rounds, loaded differently, cocked the hammer. A lot more efficient. Well, no, you load it right here, but yeah, it held 8 rounds, about a lot more efficient. Had these sights. But yeah, that's Spencer repeater. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned a lot.